as well as having been posted in the main entrance of the authority, 875 New Willow Street, in accordance with the public open meeting law. Roll call.
Commissioner Gentry.
Here.
Commissioner Green.
Here, via cell phone.
Thank you.
Commissioner Lopez.
Present.
Commissioner Staley.
Here.
Chairwoman Weldon Gordon.
Here. At this time, can I have a motion to adopt the agenda, please?
So moved.
Second.
Roll call. I'm sorry, any questions? Roll call.
Commissioner Gentry.
Yes.
Commissioner Green.
Yes.
Commissioner Lopez.
Yes.
Commissioner Staley.
Yes.
Chairwoman Weldon Gordon.
Yes. At this time, can I have the approval for the regular meeting minutes for the meeting held on April 10, 2024?
So moved. Second.
Any questions? Roll call.
Commissioner Gentry.
Yes.
Commissioner Green.
Yes.
Commissioner Lopez.
Yes.
Commissioner Green. I'm sorry, Commissioner Staley.
Yes.
Chairwoman Weldon Gordon.
Yes. At this time, we have the report of the secretary, please.
So just a couple of things I wanted to, we have our objectives to deal with occupancy as well, but I just wanted to push that out. We have our objectives to deal with occupancy as well, but I just wanted to push that out. That's really all I had today. I will go to the resolutions.
Okay. Well, first of all, I would like to thank you and your team for an excellent job that y'all did to get to be the finalists, because that means that y'all put the work in, and that is really important in order to move forward. So, I salute you all. Keep up the good work. Can I have a motion to adopt resolution 2418?
So moved.
Any questions?
To the director, Madam Chair.
Yes.
Were the changes made?
Yes.
Yeah, let's see. Okay. Good.
You should have one that there was some, nothing to the substance of the money, to the dollar
Right.
thing, but throughout there was some grammatical
Yeah.
errors that Commissioner Staley pointed out, and those changes are at your
Yeah.
place.
I do that.
Like I said, nothing was actually
Right.
changed, the content or the substance of it. She cleaned this up. Thank you.
Yeah.
Needs a fixing.
Another fix?
Yeah.
Good enough.
So do you want, are they gonna present the resolution?
Yes.
Okay.
All right. Good afternoon, Commissioners.
Good afternoon.
All right. We'll start here with Resolution 2418. This resolution authorizes the approval of disbursements in the month of April 2024 in the amount of $1,464,692.19, split between the general fund of $1,361,399.91 and the capital fund of $106,292.28. It is my recommendation that the Board of Commissioners adopt this.
2419. This is for exterminating services, both general services and bed bug. About every 3 years we go out for proposal for it. This year we issued one on April 1st. There were 6 firms obtained packages. We had one firm, Corbin Exterminating, who submitted a proposal by the due date of April 23rd. It is for a 1 year with an option for a second and third year. It will be broken up as just received 1 cent, and if we choose a third year option, it will be $200,278. I have to refer to operations.
None?
Mr. Trump, would you? Any questions regarding Corbett?
Any issues regarding Corbin Exterminating? We've used them for 3 years.
We've used them for 3 years. Yes, we have been using Corbett, and we do have some issues in terms of eradicating, and we have been having a monthly meeting with Corbett in terms of like what we can do from an operational perspective, and what they can do from service perspective to really eradicate the problem. Because it takes two. We need for the treatment to be effective, and we also need for residents to do their part, and for us as management to do our part too. So we really having those monthly meetings where all the managers speak about the issues that we're having, bringing to the forefront the resident concerns about treatments. We're really helping to eradicate that. And as we continue with those meetings, we hope that those issues will reduce as we progress.
My next question would be, would you consider the bed bugs, is it mild, medium, or is it bad?
It depends on the location. At the family site, it's definitely mild. However, we have seen an uptick of bedbug activities at the senior buildings because our seniors, they normally go to day programs, interact with other people, and they've been bringing it back to the community. Then they go, during treatment, they would go to other apartments, and so there's a constant transfer of bedbugs. However, we have been doing the sweeps. We just had all the senior buildings swept last month for bed bugs to identify those units and to treat residents for bed bugs. We don't charge the residents anything for the treatments, and the treatments have been quite effective. However, the rate of reinfection is really high because of the programs that the residents attend.
Thank you so much, I appreciate that. You're welcome. Any other questions? Roll call, please.
Commissioner Gentry,
Yes.
Commissioner Green,
Yes.
Commissioner Lopez,
Yes.
Commissioner Staton,
Yes.
Chairwoman Gordon.
Yes.
Commissioner Green, if you have a question, you just have to, I guess, just speak up.
Did you have a question, Commissioner Green?
I just want to make sure.
No.
All right. Thank you.
Resolution 24-20. This is for basically a rough cut, just a rough cleaning of vacant units. It's not a deep cleaning, just getting vacant units that have a lot of junk in them. This is just removing all the junk. We've been doing it for a little bit here. We decided to go out for bid to get several contractors under contract for it. What it does is we don't involve our own maintenance personnel to do it, so they can do unit turns. This is just to get the units cleaned out for them so they can be worked on. We put out a bid on March 10th. We had 8 contractors request packages. We had 3 submissions by the due date, and we elected to Trash Junkies, Do It All, and Master Build and Design. All bids were responsive and responsible. We elected to put them under contract on an as-needed basis. We expect the contract not to exceed $50,000 in total. So I say you approve this contract so that we could continue using local contractors to remove excess junk out of units. Thank you.
Can I have a motion to adopt resolution 24-20?
So moved.
Second.
Second.
Any questions? I have a question. So, these are 3 different organizations, companies, correct? So, when you say we need to clean out the apartment, so my question would be, do we have that many units that people are just leaving everything? You can be open and honest with me, you know, so I can get a better understanding.
From my understanding, yes.
Yes.
So they just leave everything?
Leave
Okay.
everything, yes.
Due to the nature of our eviction process right now, we have a lot of people that are skipping out, and when we do the hard lockouts, people are not returning to pick up their whatever possessions they left behind.
Are you giving them, do they have a grace period to come and get their stuff?
Yes, ma'am.
30
Yes.
days.
They have 30 days to come get their stuff.
33.
33 days to come get their stuff. Okay. Any other questions? Roll call, please.
Commissioner Commissioner Gentry,
Yes.
Commissioner Green,
Yes.
Commissioner Lopez,
Yes.
Commissioner Staley,
Yes.
Chairwoman Wilson Gordon.
Yes.
Kim Martin is gonna,
Yeah.
is gonna present resolution 2421, but I definitely would like Mr. Godfrey to add some context to it.
I'll present the basics here. This is for the STEM lab, or the computer lab at the Prospect Village Community Center that we would like to expand. I will say that we put out an invitation for bid on April 15th. 6 bid packages were requested. 3 were returned by the due date. We have a builder, Gazari Builders of Trenton was the lowest responsive and responsible. The work is really just doubling the size of the computer lab for our residents. I will let Mr. Godfrey expand on that information.
So for Prospect Village, we have 12 terminals there that we have the intentions of using for resident purposes. We have not been using it because the computers were out of date, and some kids got in, they vandalized the facility. We pursued different options for utilizing that, worked with Christy and her team on the CNI grant. We brought kids in to do different schematics using AutoCAD software. So we saw that there was a lot of interest in keeping up that type of interaction throughout the summer. I spoke with Ms. Green on how do we continue to activate this particular property. We're looking at increasing it to potentially 24 terminals. Those terminals would not just be limited to doing things of AutoCAD purposes, but also giving our community ability to do prints, 3D prints. That's like 3D printing actual figurines and stuff. To also utilizing it to do, blueprints. So we have a major project with Choice. We want to be prepared for that. So we want to prepare our population to actually read blueprints and get around the issue that we realized with Turner Point. We were just providing laborers to staff up at Turner Point. We want to provide something a little bit more. We want to provide apprentices. So hopefully we can train people up to the jobs that are available in Trenton. Ms. Green and myself, we went out to Google. We spoke with them on some of the training tools that they provide, and we will be able to equip these terminals with some of those training mechanisms to make this more of a wraparound usage for this particular location. All right.
The cost of the project would be $149,243. Again, the winning bidder is Gazari Builders, right here in Trenton, New Jersey. So I ask you to approve this resolution for the STEM lab renovations at Prospect Village Community Center. Thank you.
Can I have a motion to adopt resolution 24-21?
So moved.
Second.
Questions? Commissioner Lopez?
Just to define the term terminal, when you say that, is that a space where there's the computer and it's connected to, the rest of the network, or what do you mean by terminal?
The terminal computer station.
Just a computer station?
That's a computer station, so it will be networked through work with HUD. HUD they're re-pursuing the decrease of the digital divide, which is Connect Home program. And so HUD would like to establish these alternative sites. So those offerings will come in a course fashion.
Okay. And so then the ultimate goal is, with this new space, make ourselves a part of that HUD program to tackle the digital divide, and then that will be connecting with other authorities.
We want to be the leader of that program.
Be the leader. Okay.
Yes.
There we go.
Right.
All right, thank you. That's my question.
Any other questions?
Julie's hand was up first.
I didn't have a question, I was just gonna make a comment, I like everything about this.
All right.
Just didn't think it was gonna be really a good effort.
For a good period of time, so they were just going in there. It vandalized, as in they knocked a couple of monitors down, and one of the kids poured like cereal, and it was childish vandalism. It wasn't vandalized until like things were broken. But we noticed that we have to activate it for people to have appreciation for it.
Okay, and then I guess final question, just about staffing. So I know have like a plan for executing on actually, these are the days that students will come in, and this is the person who will be there kind of by their side, tutoring it or helping. Is there a plan for that?
So the plan is, we're going to get this Jobs Plus grant. Right? And we get the Jobs Plus grant, that's another leverageable opportunity for us to do more staffing there and more activation. But now we'll be seeking out different partnerships in the city.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
My question, Commissioner Green, do you have a question?
No, ma'am, I'm listening.
Thank you. My question is, do we still house the Avid program there?
Say that one more
Yes.
time. Or like the next lecture?
No, please, the YMCA.
Yes, we
We
do that.
still house that
Yes, that's on the
in the process?
right half of the building.
That side,
Yeah.
okay. My next question is, what Commissioner Lopez said about the security. Okay, good job.
Yeah, that's
Roll call, please.
Commissioner Gentry,
Yes.
Commissioner Green,
Yes.
Commissioner Lopez,
Yes.
Commissioner State,
Yes.
Chairwoman Weldon Gordon.
Yes.
All right.
Resolution 2422. This is for exterior waterproofing and caulking at French Towers. Yes, we are taking care of the outside of French Towers, the caulking, waterproofing, masonry work, any exposed plaster. We're going to take care of all of that at French Towers. We did an invitation for bid on April 15th. We had 25 bid packages were requested. 11 bids were received for this by May 3rd. It was thoroughly evaluated. We had a firm of, where is it now? Oh, we had a firm of EKO Construction who put in a bid that was severely low, and we were questioning them on their bid, and they had missed. They didn't fully grasp the scope of work, and they had missed something in their estimate, so they made a formal request to have their bid removed. We then went to the next lowest bidder, ATG Restoration. Their bid is responsive and responsible. That would be at $312,000, which we believe they can do it for that price. So we are going to the second lowest bidder on this, again, to take care of all the exterior at French Towers. So you approved it for $312,000. Thank you.
I just wanted to note additionally that this grew out of our going to French Towers and speaking with the families there. This was one of the concerns that came up concerning penetration in a number of the apartments. So again, we're attempting to address issues that come up. So.
Can I have a motion to adopt resolution 24-22?
So moved.
Second.
Any questions? Commissioner Lopez?
So to the director's point, I understand that this is urgent, so, I do remember when they were speaking, so I don't think there's any reason to delay, but I still had questions about the longevity of a project like this and any alternatives that might exist. So how long a caulking around the outside actually lasts for? Because I understand that this was something that was done before as well, and so I just wanted to get some insight on.
I'm actually not sure if this was ever done in French Towers.
It was done at Abbott. Abbott was done at. Abbott was done, and that was prior to 2010. So that was done quite some time ago.
Longevity is based on the weather.
Just change the
Rain
conditions.
will move it.
And besides, we also have an architect overseeing the job as well.
And is this normally the go-to method to waterproof, or are there alternatives that?
After you repair all the outside, after you repair any masonry work, any caulking, any exposure that needs to be sealed, and then you seal it, then
Okay, Mr. Leggett, can you speak to that?
that's good.
Well, yes, protocol with that would be you water seal, after you do all the major repairs of the masonry, you would also put a silicone-based sealant on all the masonry to keep penetration of water and moisture from getting to the actual brick and stucco. Following that, they'll also do a urethane caulk around all the windows and any cracks. With that, your longevity should be anywhere between 15 and 25 years. All right?
And this is including all these steps?
Right. All right?
Minutes you know that Mr. Raines has arrived at 12:27.
Any other questions? I would just like to thank you and the executive director and the team for listening to the residents' concern and working to get things done. Roll call, please.
Commissioner Gentry,
Yes.
Commissioner Green,
Yes.
Commissioner Lopez,
Yes.
Commissioner Raines.
Which resolution are we doing?
Resolution 2422, the waterproofing of French Tower.
Yes.
Commissioner Staton,
Yes.
Chairwoman Wilson Gordon.
Yes.
Mr. Gentry told me you was done, so I started working.
Good afternoon, Commissioners.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. See how are you?
I'm good. Okay, Resolution 2423 is resolution of the Housing Authority of the City of Trenton, extending Resolution 2326, designating Property Resources Corporation, PRC, as the conditional private development partner, co-developer for the Downey Homes in North Trenton Battle Monument Choice Neighborhood.
Excuse me a minute, Ms. Hunt.
Okay,
You said resolution 2423.
yes.
It was in the original packet.
This, those were the correct ones, yeah, in
Okay.
the original passage.
Go on, I apologize.
Okay. Resolution 2423, the Housing Authority designated Property Resource Corporation as our Choice Neighborhood co-developer for the project. Back in September of 2023, we give them 120, or we give us 120 days to negotiate a redevelopment agreement, and we have not been able to negotiate the agreement, so we are asking for an extended period for another 120 days so that we can negotiate the terms and conditions of the redevelopment agreement. And any questions?
Seeing none, can I have can we adopt resolution? A motion to adopt resolution
So
2423.
Second.
Any questions?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Just about if our nonprofit arm is involved in these conversations when it comes to, these agreements. I know that we have that redevelopment arm that is involved, right, in that type of work. Are they also involved in these projects here?
They're involved through us. I mean, we act on behalf of the nonprofit essentially. The staff, both Christy and I sit on the nonprofit board, but the housing, nonprofit is there, but the housing is still the housing authority acting at this point. So,
And they keep us informed during those meetings, but
so typically, what we do is before we bring anything to this, like when we do, like in this package, we received the draft two of the development agreements, the draft of where we at. But before we bring it to this board, we will bring it to the nonprofit board to recommend and approve to this board to pass it. But in terms of like activity of the nonprofit, it's us, it's the housing authority acting.
Okay, great.
Any other questions? Roll call, please.
Commissioner Gentry,
yes.
Commissioner Green,
Yes.
Commissioner Lopez,
Yes.
Commissioner Raines,
Yes.
Commissioner Staton,
Yes.
Chairwoman Wilson Gordon.
Yes.
Okay. Resolution 2424, resolution of the Housing Authority of the City of Trenton, extending Resolution 2328, designating the Genesis Company LLC as the private development partner to redevelop Prospect Village, Fraser Court, Campbell Homes development through a HUD-approved rental assistance demonstration conversion. So similar to our PRC, the last resolution, we also had a resolution in September of 2023 to give 120 days to negotiate an agreement. We already sent a draft agreement. We haven't really gotten the weeds of negotiating, so we're asking for another 120 days to extend, so that gives us time to work on the terms and agreement for this redevelopment partnership also.
Yeah, just for the note, 120 days gets you through September. We don't have meetings in August unless you
Yeah, gets to September.
So
Mhm.
according to Drew, we have a meeting in September without having to call a special meeting at all,
Mhm.
right?
Yes.
I'm all for that.
Can I have a motion to adopt resolution 24-24?
So moved, Madam Chair.
Second.
I'll second it.
Any questions? Seeing no questions, roll call please.
Commissioner Gentry,
Yes.
Commissioner Green,
Yes.
Commissioner Lopez,
Yes.
Commissioner Raines,
Yes.
Commissioner Staton,
Yes.
Chairwoman Weldon Gordon.
Yes.
Okay, Resolution 24-25 authorizes the executive director to enter into an escrow and funding agreement with ABC Merit Property LLC. So we were approached, probably about 3 months ago by the developer who's actually, redoing the building on 240, West State Street. It used to be a hotel, it's at the corner of West State and Calhoun.
Mhm.
Yeah, so, apparently in their negotiations with the city, they wanna do, it's actually a low-income housing tax credit building. It's gonna include, units, it's gonna include a fitness center, 170 apartment units and 100, gonna redo the parking structure. So apparently in their negotiations with the city wanted to limit the low-income tax credit compliance period to 15 years. Usually, if you go to the HMFA, and you use the HMFA, it's 30 years. So what happens is, in order to short-term bond, this bond will only be for construction. And the bond, is going to be fully collateralized through construction.
Say that 6 times, bro.
Essentially, there's gonna be a construction loan that when we do a drawdown on our bond, the construction loan is gonna take our money right out. So we'll actually be collateralized through the whole process, so it's a minimum amount of risk for us, and then when the building is at, substantial completion, or I should say stabilization, then it will be retired, it will be taken out. So, this action is here. One of the things they offered is if you do this deal with us, we'll pay for it. It costs you nothing out of pocket. We're gonna pay for all of your, legal fees, consulting fees, anything like that. So through Hill Wallet, we actually went through our general counsel to obtain a bond counsel, which is Scotland and McManaman and Scotland, who's acting as our bond counsel. So what happens is this agreement will allow us to do the due diligence at no cost to the housing authority. So upon the board approving this agreement, I would execute this agreement, and they would deposit $15,000 into the account for us to begin the due diligence process on this. And then once the due diligence process is done, we will bring the entire deal back to the board for approval. So right now, we do estimate though, based on the term sheet or the preliminary term sheet that was provided, that the housing authority stands to make out of this deal basically about $400,000. So this is something that kind of came to us that we're taking advantage of. It helps the housing authority financially, it helps the city in its development efforts. So I think it's a win-win for us.
Can I have a motion to adopt resolution 24-25?
So moved.
Second.
Questions? So, I have a question. So, I'm trying to get an understanding. So we're gonna get money at the end, right? But, so in other words, they cannot do this deal without us? Is that why we're partnering with them?
They would have to find, specifically, they have to find the agency that can issue taxes and bonds. That's specifically, they have to find an agency that can issue taxes and bonds. What was represented is, like I said, they don't wanna go through the HMFA, because when you take the HMFA's taxes and bonds, it comes with a 30-year compliance period. And the city wants to limit that period to 15 years. So they have to find another agency that can provide those tax exempt bonds.
Okay.
And that building's been empty for
A long
while.
time. Yes.
resolution, I think it would be a great learning opportunity for a couple of commissioners to maybe join a special committee, to be informed on things, to learn, and obviously not make decisions, but to be able to continue to stay updated on things, especially say if we're not gonna meet in the summer and this goes on until the summer, that committee would still have the opportunity to stay informed, and provide that knowledge for the rest of the board as to, you know, exactly how bonds work. I mean, I think we know basically how bonds work, but how it works from a tax exempt side and how it works for us as an organization, what are the implications, they can ask and kind of seek that kind of information and knowledge. So I would like to make a motion for a special committee to be made. That would be ended when the agreement is made, but to at least be a part of staying updated on that investigation. So that's the motion. I don't know if I need to reword that to make it.
No, I mean, that makes sense. You basically want an ad hoc committee that would be monitoring the due diligence process for the bond program.
Yes.
Correct, okay.
Yes.
And what would you name this committee?
We can call it
Of the Public Finance Due Diligence Committee. That makes sense? I don't know.
it makes sense. It sounds a little too, but, we could just call it.
Don't deflate your motion, I'm trying to help you.
So the bond agreement, something like that. Bond agreement committee.
All right, Commissioner Staten.
I was just gonna say, isn't that already the charge of the redevelopment corporation? I think it is, it's already got oversight. So maybe we would, certainly wanna get updated written reports, you know, from the, redevelopment
Okay.
or, you think, I mean.
Yeah, I agree.
I don't think you really need another committee.
I agree. I didn't realize it fell under.
Mm-hmm, yeah.
Yes. Any other questions?
One question. Was this presented to the redevelopment committee before being presented to the board today?
No, our meeting is not till next month, so, yeah, no, it was not.
All right. It was not.
We didn't have members because we needed a quorum. It was only where to do the reappointment.
Right, and we did that at the last meeting.
It's like that for the record.
So then, for the way that the redevelopment meets, they have to have a quorum to meet, right? So this type of presentation, right, about the bonds would only be able to be presented during that formal meeting. It's not as free as a committee, like as a subcommittee. There isn't the need to announce, hey, we're having a meeting, and so there's less, you know, restrictions in that way,
Correct, because it cannot be 4 people.
right?
It will be only the redevelopment people.
Right, so I'm
And
asking,
staff.
do the same restrictions apply to the redevelopment board, as would apply to our board? Or-
You mean
No,
sunshine
no.
law?
Yes,
No, I don't think so, no. It's not a,
You're really an advisory.
it's not.
okay.
Because
It's not a committee,
anything that body does has to be approved by this.
As I said,
body.
that's
It cannot, that body cannot take action without approval of that body. So
Of the whole board.
in essence, it is advisory or, you know.
It's a standalone
It
entity,
is.
but it can't act without the authority of this.
I mean, I don't wanna talk out of turn, but if you would like to be involved and to know about it, unless the board has objections, I can share the information, with you as it goes, as it proceeds.
There's no state secrets in there.
Yeah, I mean, it's
Whatever
we,
he wants.
I'm quite honestly, we're gonna learn together. I mean, we, this is not, I've never done this before, so that's why we brought in one of the premier bond councils in Japan and Scotland. So, we're gonna use our good common sense and make sure, we're negotiating on behalf of the housing authority to make sure that, we're protected. But other than that, we're all actually, our whole staff is learning at this point, learning together, so, sure.
Scott McManaman is a great firm. He couldn't
Yes.
Yeah,
Premier.
very experienced.
Yes,
Mhm.
very well. Good hands.
Okay, next, public session. Anybody from the public have anything to say?
No vote.
Can I?
Can I just say, have you, I'm sorry, can I just for the Trace neighborhood.
Yeah.
Okay, all right, just, no show.
He announced it.
Mr. Secretary, Mrs. Trenton,
Yeah.
even good news gets around.
Oh, right.
Go slow.
Ms. Marshall is down here. Okay, I'm sorry.
Would you like to say something, Ms. Marshall? No? Okay.
Well, thank you for coming.
At this time, we have commissioner comments. Commissioner Lopez?
Congratulations to the authority on becoming a finalist for the Choice Neighborhood Grant. Really excited and looking forward to the next steps. Nothing is guaranteed yet. I know you all do a great job on that site visit as well, and so mark that on my calendar so I could, even though I won't be involved on that day, but at least keep that in mind, right, for myself. And so hoping that you will be able to do new and great things on this board in the next year to come.
Commissioner Green?
Congratulations. I'm not surprised that we are a finalist. And then right now, you guys do great work. But that's my only comment I have. I do apologize again. At the end of the year, I'm a teacher. So that's why I'm doing the talk over the phone. But again, congratulations to the House Authority, Janani, for having an amazing staff. And that's all I have to say.
Commissioner Gentry?
Echo the same thing, congratulations on being a finalist. And like Green said, I'm not surprised that we're there. There's one thing I let the team do hard work. Once you're on it, you're on it. That's it. That's all I have to say.
Commissioner Williams?
Everybody said everything that needs to be said, so let's bring it home.
Yes.
Commissioner State?
I echo the sentiments of my colleagues here at the table. I'm excited about it. Finally, that come a long way. That was a big pull. Big pull. That's very impressive. But like Commissioner Green said, I can't imagine not having it for you. Your work precedes you, and I know you put in the hours, and your time and your talent. So here you go, show. That's it. I don't think I have anything else.
Okay. I would like just to congratulate you guys. I've been on this board for a long time, and I am super proud of all of you because I know for a fact that the work that y'all put in. People might not tell you every day, but y'all are doing a great job. Keep up the good work. Yes, we have some good days and we have some bad days, but at the end, God is smiling on y'all. And I appreciate y'all every day, all day. So just keep up the good work. Jelani, I know it's hard, with people and attitudes and not knowing, but at least we are giving you the opportunity and we have your back 100%. So keep doing the job that you're doing. At this time, can I have a motion to adjourn the meeting?
So moved.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Thank you so much and have a great day today.
Great job. Good job.
Secretary, remove that picture.
Why is it straight off?
Never know.